Ack, 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 ack,
Ack, ack, ack.
ack, 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 ack,
Ack, ack, ack.
ack, 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 ack,
Ack,
ack,
ack,
ack,
ack.
ack. Okay, okay, enough of that. Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Film. Oh God, I can't even do the title right.
What are you sipping on?
Films with friends. I act myself out. Films with friends, and tonight the film is Mars Attacks from 1996 from the incredibly talented director Tim Burton, and a plethora of A-plus actors, the like of which you probably haven't seen since Towering Inferno. I actually read that. It was like Towering Inferno. All these A-plus actors all decided to do this film. But of course, that is the film, Mars Attacks, and the friends are, of course, the incredible Pacellis, Mr. Troy Pacelli, the Klingon cleric Kartan himself. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I just want to ask everybody, can't we all just get along?
And the lovely Martian girl herself, Nanette from Netter's Network. How are you doing, you slinky, lovely thing?
Well, that's true. She is still a Martian, right?
She is a slinky Martian. Well, yeah, Lisa Marie. What a role. I mean, not in it long, but what a memorable role. And that's basically all she's really remembered for.
I was just going to say, I don't really know her from anything else.
Sonic Graver, that's not her real hair.
No, it is not.
No,
yeah,
it's
Lisa.
just a brain cover.
Yeah, Lisa Marie, who, of course, at the time was Tim Burton's girlfriend. Hence how she got the role. But yeah, I mean, she was in Ed Wood. She played Vampira in Ed Wood, and she was in Sleepy Hollow. So she benefited. She was Nova in Planet of the Apes. I did not know that. So yeah, she got around. So yeah, she's out there. But yeah, oh God, what a great cast. Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close, Annette Bening, Pierce Brosnan, Danny DeVito, Martin Short, Michael J. Fox, Sarah Jessica Parker, Pierce Brosnan. Oh,
gosh, I forgot all those people were in it.
Yeah,
you mean there were two James Bonds in this movie?
Jack Black is in this film. A lot of people forget.
Right.
Jack Black is one of those people that he grew on me over time. Because I don't remember what it was I saw him in for the first time, but I didn't really care for him. And then I saw him in something else, and he kind of just grew on me. So I really like him.
Yeah, it really depends. If he's playing, if he goes full tilt, sometimes it's a little too much. But I like it when he's just brings it back a little bit. He has a sweet spot, but he's very talented.
Oh yeah, I mean,
supremely
type of guy too. I mean,
Tenacious D. Yeah, I mean,
have you ever seen School of Rock?
Oh yeah, School of Rock.
I have not seen School of Rock.
Oh,
and it's a film I just have never sat down to watch. It's on my. I'm not gonna say it's on my short list. It's on my long list. But definitely something I want to watch one day. But let's welcome the chat, Melissa Harrison Sons 3.0. Wait and see how I get to 4.0, 5.0. You never know. Got to keep Melissa on. Got to keep by getting different versions of Melissa Harrison Sons. Glad to see you. She's acting us. Of course, Troy and Nanette joining in the chat. Daniel Heron, sir, how are you doing? Soundtracks Birdman himself. What a great haul he had. If anybody saw his video of unpacking like 40 classical CDs, what a great haul. Zetopia, welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. The wonderful Evelyn Hampton is into his house. So far, that's all we've got, but that's good. Like I said, the Owl Pals are small but mighty. Uh,
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, people.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got 5
smash,
watching and only 2 thumbs up. That means 3 of you
smash,
don't like the
No, 3
stream.
thumbs up.
smash
There we
that,
go.
smash that thumbs up button, please. But yeah, Mars Attacks. You guys like seen it? I know you guys have seen it, but I'm just wondering what your history is. I saw it when it first came out in theaters. I saw. Did I see it with my girlfriend at the time? I can't remember. I don't know. There was a slew of movies we kind of split because she wanted to see one thing, I wanted to see another, so we just decided to see the films we wanted to see. Uh, but I don't know if Mars Attacks was. I think Mars Attacks we saw together, but yeah, in the theater, I do remember that.
Netter,
It
did
was a
we
fun
see
day.
this one in the theater? I don't think so.
No, I don't think I saw it at the theater. I think it was a movie that we rented and
Yeah,
saw.
I think so. I'm pretty sure we saw it.
I've only ever seen it once, and that was many years ago.
Yeah.
And I know it had to be not too long after it came out, and I think it went whenever it went to DVD, we saw it then.
But
Yeah, in the I mean, when it was out in the theater, it was not a hit. It really bombed.
I remember.
Shockingly, I mean, I remember when I saw it, I thought this was fantastic. Up, down, sideways. The concept of the film was excellent.
I remember when I saw it, I got this feeling like this was meant to be an homage to like 50s sci-fi.
Oh,
and
definitely.
it made me wonder. I know this is based on something that I should know, and I don't know what the history of this is.
It was based on a series of trading cards from the 60s.
Trading cards, not a comic book?
Trading cards. They had
that's crazy.
There was a set of I'm trying to find the it was a trading card series of the same name back in 1962 by Topps, and it was just artwork by science fiction artists Wally Wood and Norman Saunders, and the cards formed a story arc, basically, aliens taking over the world. Well, there was also another series of cards called Dinosaurs Attack, where dinosaurs from the past are sucked to the present day. And Tim Burton pitched both these films concepts, literally bought in the card saying, oh, this is what I want to do. Well, the studio said, Dinosaurs Attack's too much like Jurassic Park, off the table. So Mars Attacks became the thing, and it got developed, and he wanted to do an homage to the 50s. He wanted the ships to look not realistic, and he wanted them to look like those if anyone's ever seen Earth versus the Flying Saucers.
Sure.
That was what they were going for, and they originally was going to do stop motion for the Martians, but that might have been a bit out of the budget. They decided, and ILM did it, and they didn't want them to look. They wanted them to look exactly like they did, slightly wrong, like a clay, like a
Sure.
stop motion, and it to me it totally worked. The whole concept.
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at the cards right now, and I'm looking at the first one, The Invasion Begins, and I kid you not, Al, not knowing anything about this, I had seen that card, and I thought it was a lobby card for a movie from the 50s. That's what I thought Mars Attacks was.
Yeah, and of course the there's been updated artwork from other artists that's
Sure.
out there. It's awesome art because Norman Saunders, if I remember right, he did the Batman cards in the 60s as well. There was a series of Batman artwork trading cards that were really good, based on kind of with that the Batman 66 look. And because I've showed a lot of the artwork for some of those cards on Iconic Batman when I was still updating that before Batman broke, before the whole concept of Batman just was breaking my heart, and I just couldn't do it anymore.
I know, right?
And I just like his style. I like that old um, that older style artwork, that comic book artwork. I just thought it was really good. But yeah, I just really I like this film. Looking forward to watching it again. Like I said, this is Martian May on Big Al Presents, and uh, this one, I just wanted to start with the funny one, and then go the big one in a couple of weeks when we do War of the Worlds. That'll be excellent. Uh,
And
I've
of course,
got
next week I have Alienation, so we're still with
Alienation.
the
Yeah,
alien
it's an alien thing, and if you could find something alien related for the week,
Well, we
we'll
could
still
do
be-
one of the Aliens films. I mean, whichever one
That's-
we haven't already
yeah,
done.
we did the first Alien. I remember we did that on
So
my
we
channel.
do Aliens too. Oh, we do Game Over, man. Game Over.
Yeah, that's great. Oh man, I miss him so much.
Know, right?
God, he died too young. He still had so much great work left in him. But yeah, for those who who don't know, Troy did post a link. This film is on
Oh.
YouTube, free with ads. So I think if you have an ad blocker, you might duck that, but I'm not sure exactly how that works.
Well, I'm going to
Sometimes-
try it out.
Yeah. So
Netter's got let's say the electronic version that we
Probably
happen to have.
which is probably the same one I do.
Probably. But I'm gonna put on the big screen the YouTube one, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, got it starting literally at 0 because it goes right to the Warner Brothers and with the music, and there's a little Martian craft that kind of flies around it, so it's kind of cool. So we're going to start there, and if everybody wants to key that up, I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to kind of get situated.
So anyone who's using that link, you got to get past the HBO Max opening.
Yeah,
and then pause immediately
pause
on the
it.
Warner Brothers.
Okay, I think this is great. Evelyn Hampton says that she saw Mars Attacks in the theater with a bunch of rowdy Klingons. We rooted for the Martians.
I absolutely, yeah. I remember you telling that story at one of the cookouts, Evelyn.
That's awesome. Yeah, you
so
can't help
good.
but love the Martians. I mean, they are they are mean little guys, but they are so fun. What a great sense of humor they have.
She also said that her son, that would be Tyrone, who now fights with Kalis in Stovo Corps, worked in a comic book store that had Mars Attacks trading cards for sale. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
Ooh,
I
yeah.
honestly just didn't know that. I never would have guessed that we'd be watching a movie based on a bunch of trading cards.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool. I mean it's a great concept, and it went through a variety of things, but it's definitely a Tim Burton film.
Yeah.
He has all his old friends from all different. He Nicholson, DeVito, Lisa Marie, of course.
I'll tell you, there's some
a
things.
whole bunch of them that he's worked with.
When Tim Burton does a movie, if it's just a film that's meant for him, it's a masterpiece. But there are some movies he's done that he never ever should have touched. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Everybody has. If everybody ever says, "Well, George Lucas is awesome," I was like, Howard the Duck. Come on. Everybody has their.
Hold on to that thought. We'll be talking about that on Sunday.
I know some people are fond of. I'm fond of Howard. I liked Howard the Duck, but it's definitely not exactly the greatest film in the universe.
You could trim that movie down to about 15 minutes of footage of Leah Thompson, and you'd have the highlights. You
could just freeze frame on Leah.
Well,
Thompson.
check out the thumbnail for Sunday. It's worth it.
And speaking of lovely women, we lost one of the great icons today, Tawny Katane. Everybody remembers Whitesnake. Here I go again on my own. Her on that car, and of course she was in Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks, and she was in Hercules' Legendary Journeys playing Dianera. I forgot about that until I was reading her stats, but yeah, so young, 59, I think. Still not sure.
59.
Still not sure what what did her in. I do know she had a hard life there for a while, so don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll find out. But God rest her soul, and thanks for the great memories, and beautiful woman, and gone too soon, sadly. But if everybody's ready, I mean, like I said, not a lot of people, but we're watching it anyway.
And this is one of those ones where you can actually watch it for free with us. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I've got some planned that might be a bit hard to find.
Yeah.
I may announce a few of them just to give people an idea that I'm going to be doing these. I literally have June, July, August, and September planned out.
Mm-hmm.
I know they all have themes and they have movies, but somewhere in there, I'm going to do a special rewatch of Gone with the Wind sometime in the next few months. It's not planned on a Saturday night, but I may do it on another night. Just a heads up. But I was like, man, I really want to do that, but it doesn't fit into any of my themes that I'm doing. So I may go over those afterwards. I'll definitely tell you guys after the film. But if everybody's ready, starting at the 000 mark, getting ready to act. Of course, I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play, and then go on play. 3, 2, 1, play. Act.
Yeah, I gotta say that spaceship. This was one of the first movies that did something over the logo like that.
Yeah. Well, I remember one of the Smokey and the Bandit films had like the Trans Am going around the Universal logo.
Well, the first one I remember is Cat Ballou.
Yeah. Smells like a barbecue. I just like it smells like a barbecue. What a great, just the imagery is like.
Right.
You almost feel sorry for the cows, but it's still kind of funny.
It's literally a barbecue, right?
Yeah, they're barbecuing.
I don't want to be staying so close to the road.
Oh, what?
I wouldn't be standing so close to the road.
Yeah, well, and there's a troublemaker.
Wow.
I've always, being a fan of UFOs and all things like that when I was a kid, you can't beat the classic flying saucer shape. It's just I love it. Just it's so classic.
Hey Al, I was doing a little research here, and I know that Tawny Katane was fighting breast cancer. So
She was.
It could have ultimately been that, but that has not been officially stated.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Like I said, she's had sort of time, and it's so sad. So many get lost at because of that disease too.
I mean, for her, breast cancer, that's like doubly tragic.
Here they got Tom Jones. I love Tom Jones. Lucas Haas, Natalie Portman. This was Natalie Portman's first sci-fi film. The next film she did, Star Wars: Phantom Menace.
She was. I got the impression she was not a huge fan of sci-fi.
Christina Applegate. I forgot she was in it.
Paul Winfield. Another one gone too soon.
Jack Black. Olean Jones, another Tim Burton person. She played the weird girl in Edward Scissorhands. I think she plays Jack Black's mom in this.
Music by Danny Elfman. No shock there.
Yeah. Although it was a little shy. This is the first time they had a little falling out on Nightmare Before Christmas, and didn't talk, but they did. This was their makeup film for them,
based on Property by the Tops Company. Yeah, I totally missed that.
Look at that great formation. Got to give them credit. The Delta. We are in Delta formation or wedge. Who knows?
I'll tell you. If you just showed me this opening, I would question if I was watching, Dalek Invasion or something like that.
Oh yeah. Mars attacks. Yeah, I like the fact that the Daleks basically have UFOs. Flying saucers.
Because you get the impression they are completely utilitarian, right? It's like whatever's simplest. Crap. March.
One of the original concept, because people who've seen this know, Jack Nicholson plays two parts.
Yes, he does.
The other part, the Vegas guy.
Yeah.
They originally were going to have Michael Keaton play that part.
Oh, that would have been genius.
Yeah, that would have been so cool to have like the Batman reunion.
Oh, jeez. I do like that. That is been questioned by so many modern day scientists. The idea that a race that would make it out into space would necessarily be peaceful is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they're subject to the same
evolutionary processes that we are, which means survival of the fittest, which means a certain degree of aggression.
Right. I mean, just because they have space travel doesn't mean that they're beyond the desire to kill.
Oh my gosh, I never realized how young she was. I mean, I of course saw her in Leon the Professional, but
I think she Taffy.
Was too fond of kids. And it was the Depression. And that was a lightsaber.
Yeah, several like I said, I always love the people that are considered for some of these roles. So, I know the guy. What?
I was going to say, this is one of those films, and I was actually going to ask you this, Al. Is this not a film that's a little bit anachronistic in the fact that there's some things that are kind of modern, but there's a lot of sensibilities of like the 50s?
Yeah, well, like when we see the army, they're kind of dressed as 1950s soldiers.
And that camera was clearly, an older style camera.
It's definitely done with
but then look at
just
the style.
Just the stylistic. It's inclusive. It's you can't really set it in a certain time period.
And that's fine. That there actually is a style in and of itself, that kind of timeless. We talk about it when we talk about like Batman the Animated Series and stuff like
that. Yeah. And that's what makes it viable over a long period. If you ever I watch TV shows like from the 70s. Some of them are timeless and some of them are so dated.
There he is. That's Jack Nicholson there.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
And I just realized this is the second rewatch in a row I've done that had Annette Bening in it. She was in the Great
That's
Outdoors.
Annette Bening? Holy crap!
What?
I did not even recognize her.
Yeah, very young.
You know who I thought it was? I thought it was the gal that played Flo on Alice.
Oh, shit. But
Kiss my grits.
You want to? That is the second time today that I have discussed Flo from Alice. Polly Wheeler.
I honestly never knew her real name.
Because someone today, one of the guys who was helping move some stuff said "kiss my grits" kind of thing. Talking about it. This is and I haven't heard that for a long time, and I hear it twice in one day.
They call that synchronicity.
Annette Bening won the role, but Susan Sarandon was originally attached to it.
Not a big fan of Susan Sarandon, although a couple of the movies she's been in are favorites of mine.
Yeah, I like her. She's okay, but yeah, her politics are a bit much for me.
She is a complete wackadoo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I like the hair.
Yeah, originally they wanted Johnny Depp to do this role. If that had been Johnny Depp, that would have been like a Tim Burton gasm.
Yeah, right. Was he not available?
Not really sure. Just heard he was discussed for it.
I love that fireplace.
You know, and this is kind of an anachronistic too. When was the last time a president did a fireside chat? You know?
Yeah. Well, who did? Someone did it. Was it Clinton that did one?
Did he? I don't know.
I forget now.
Donut World.
It looks very Simpsons like.
Right? I was thinking the same thing.
Man, I would love to have like a big old box of donuts.
God, I haven't had donuts in a long time.
My mother's been on a donut kick lately. You know the Entenmann's donuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the dark chocolate with chocolate icing. Oh my God, they are good.
You know, you take those chocolate Entenmann donuts, cut them in half, put a scoop of chocolate ice cream in the middle. There you go. There's your dessert.
Ooh.
I'll bet her butt's getting wet.
She's probably in a bathing suit, dear, and doesn't care.
Maybe it feels good.
Yeah. There's
you
a story.
are one solar system, you weirdo.
Yeah. I heard the reason Nicholson played two parts is actually Tim Burton asked him about if he would like to play in the film, and he's like, "Man, I'd like to play all the parts." So he ended up playing two.
He's kind of got the right shaped head to play one of the Martians.
That's true.
Now, if a politician that looked like Jack Nicholson ran, would you root for him, really? Because Nicholson always looks kind of, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Depends on what his platform was.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, I just don't like yip dip dog.
I mean, hell, I wouldn't have voted for Trump, but, you know, he said the right things. Okay, you got to admit, for a yip yip dog to be that obedient, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. You know whose dog that is?
Who?
Lisa Marie's.
Really?
Yep, that is her dog.
Well trained.
What's interesting is that he's doing Marty McFly mannerisms.
Yeah. Well, that's Michael J. Fox. It's just him.
That's a bad haircut.
Although you see him holding his hands like that, and you wonder if the Parkinson's was starting to hit back then.
Yeah, you do. I think this was his last film. Unless he's done something recently. But whose haircut were you talking about? Were they both bad?
Michael J. Fox's.
I guess they're both.
The girl.
Jessica, Sarah Parker.
Crooked, and the bob was a little off.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to admit that's pretty impressive.
It's funny to see Jack Black with that tight haircut like that.
And so skinny.
Yeah, right.
I didn't even recognize him at first.
Yeah. Like I say, I forgot he was in it until everything started.
Oh, I love her.
Oh, yeah, she's awesome. Sylvia Sidney.
Yeah.
Jack Black looks like Vincent D'Onofrio.
He does in Full Metal Jacket. Yeah. Right.
I like that trailer they're in, that old style with the curved roof kind of a bit.
Oh, the artwork there in that video game was exactly like the Topps game. Or the Topps cards. Uh-oh, it's Mama.
Pam, do not mess with Pam Grier.
Right?
A beautiful woman too, man.
He's gonna slap him upside the head.
Still my favorite thing working at Borders when that woman, her kid wouldn't shut up. And she told him, come here, smell my hand. You smell the butt whooping, don't you?
I'll tell you. There was a time when you saw a mother doing that, you'd look at the kid and go, don't look at me, kid. You screwed up.
Heck, you got the butt where if you were at a friend's house and you acted up, that parent had the right to whoop your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if you went to your mama and said, Mrs. So-and-so hit me, they're going to be like, what'd you do? And then they hit you again.
DC, that's pretty much what happens a lot.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, well, any major city.
Washington, D.C., you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
We must be cautious. Jim Brown. I've always wanted a Egyptian hat like that, like, the pharaoh thing. What a great look.
I'll tell you what, it's very practical. We used to put our t-shirts up around our heads and tie a bandana when we were in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I was going through my stuff and my mother's like, what's this? And she held it up. I was like, oh, that's my medieval hat, my little Phrygian hat.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like a little Smurf hat. It's got the little curvy
mm-hmm.
bob on top. Now, I got to ask Troy, man to man.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Jessica Parker, what do you think?
I'm sorry, man. I never really fancied her at all.
I mean, thank you. I mean, it's like one of those things. It's perplexing. I've seen her look like when she in Hocus Pocus, totally hot.
Kinda, yeah. But that's because she's wearing like a butt ton of makeup.
Yeah, well, the makeup and the hair, I think, helps too.
Okay, it's like in Sex and the City. When she had the curly, frizzy hair, I didn't think she looked good at all. But when she straightened her hair, I thought she looked great.
Yeah, it's like so weird. She's got to hit that sweet spot.
Well, I'll tell you.
The presidential dog and the Obama's dog Bo passed away today as well.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
The other thing that Sarah Jessica Parker had against her was she's on a show with Kim Cattrall and Kristen Davis. I'm sorry, but when those two are on the screen, it's like Sarah Jessica Parker and Nixon Dickface. Just I don't care, you know.
Well, plus she was super short, so she's unnoticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been a big Sarah Jessica Parker fan. I mean, like I said, there's a sweet spot there, but you know, God bless Matthew Broderick though.
Yeah,
must love her.
I mean, she's very well toned. She's very, like muscular.
Oh, she's got a great body.
Oh yeah, smoking body, but
horrid fashion sense.
She's
got a butterface, you know.
She's a butterface. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Ack.
Dude, I'm watching this scene and I'm thinking Pierce Brosnan, Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Right?
That can work.
That's interesting. She said they're not going to eat out the Van Buren China. Because from what I understand, every president that's gone into office has had their own specially made China for them.
Yes. The international sign of the donut.
I like the leaps of scientific conclusions they make, even to their biology.
Dude, I mean, this is pretty prophetic because this is the kind of stuff we're dealing with now.
Yeah.
Scientists putting out their, quackery and saying it's absolute fact. You got to believe us. Honestly, at this point, I feel like the scientists advising the president are about as good as Gene Dixon advising the Reagans.
Yeah. I love that translator thing. It's so like Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50s thrown together tech.
And the fact that it's retro futuristic is incredibly funny because it still makes no sense. I mean, it's like the technology that it's implying is so far beyond anything we have even today.
Yep. Hey, Wolfie's in the house. How you doing, Wolfie? Oh my! She almost looked. She looks very Millie Bobby Brown like when she was that age.
Well, it's funny you say that because a lot of people have been saying that they think that Millie Bobby Brown ought to be cast as the young Princess Leia.
I can agree with that. I think she looks just like her. Yeah, chances are we're not, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Wolfie says finally, we noticed him. Yeah. Well, you know, you lose track of chat sometimes watching a film.
I do like the fact that this is a fairly old movie, and she's talking about, you know, the global warming and the rainforest, and that's like, oh my gosh, nothing's changed.
Tree hugger. The old Greyhound. My father used to drive the big buses like that.
I gotta say, I admire anyone that ever did, because that requires the skill I do not possess.
Yeah. Like I said, my mother was a school bus driver for 40 years. Those things are not easy to maneuver. Wolfie says that it reminds her of a young Elijah Dushku. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. That they're all cute, dark-haired girls.
I don't know. Elijah Dushku, young or old. Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. You know what? This Portman girl can't hold a candle to Elijah Dushku.
Well, she could hold a candle to her only to brighten Elijah Dushku's hotness.
Elijah Dushku would blow it out and then round kick her.
Face style.
As I recall, Richie ends up being some kind of a hero in this movie, right?
Oh, yeah. Him and his grandma.
That's good, because I kind of picture her as being a kind of ass kicker. How old do you think I am?
I'm trying to remember. He was in Witness. That was the film he was in. That kind of made him famous.
Aww. Aww. That is incredibly sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Who the heck is Tom? Hail to the chief, he's a really nifty guy.
It's like me.
Oh my gosh. Best line of the movie in retrospect.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's like, it's Pat.
Well, we got to cancel this movie, right? You're not allowed to ask questions like that these days.
I need a timestamp. I hit something in my movie went weird.
Well, I'm right around the 28-minute mark or so.
Yeah, 28, 06, 07, 08.
Okay, so I'm close.
He's just wheeling her in. She's petting the dead cat.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
that is horrific. It's not even a good taxidermy.
Okay, it's weird, but that kid looks like Winona Ryder,
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Yep, a little bit.
like a male version of Winona Ryder.
That's all I'm good for is donuts.
I like that. I like that old turntable.
Was that Walt Whitman?
Yep. I mean, well, Slim Whitman. Slim Whitman.
Slim with that Walt Whitman.
Yeah. Ooh, pool, TV, free coffee. Jim Brown, man, what a fantastic
Yeah.
football player he was, and a really good actor. Underappreciated actor, I believe. Yes, Wolfie. Yep, we know. Jack Nicholson plays two parts. This movie comes after True Lies, so they blend together. I don't remember. Speaking of Elijah Dushku, True Lies. That'd be a good rewatch one day.
Elijah Dushku's in True Lies?
Yeah, she plays Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Oh
when it's on the
my
jet, that's
God.
Elijah Dushku.
Oh man, no, it's probably best that I don't see her at that age. Don't want to think about her that way.
Pahrump, Nevada, and location of the chicken ranch.
And he's like, I'm just going to go back to bed now.
Yeah, he's gonna die. You know, that's kind of funny because he ends up being right.
Yeah, he is right. I mean, he is ultimately right.
I mean, they play it off like he's such an ass, right? Peacemongers. Well, you know.
Well, it's that trope of the angry general bomb them all, you know.
But I've said this many times about Star Trek: The Next Generation. Worf always spoke like, the security officer, right? Just like, the first officer was always there to give options to the captain. The security officer was there to be cautious.
Yeah, he's the one that needs to be paranoid. Always something you got to be prepared for the worst case scenario.
There are two settings, stun and kill. It's best not to confuse the two.
True. Although I happen to be of the mindset that, you always set to kill just to be on the safe side. Then again, Klingon disruptors don't have a stun setting.
Now he really looks like Vincent
I was just
D'Onofrio.
going to say that is probably one of the most realistic things about this movie, because when you're a grunt, that's the kind of crap you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Wolfie.
Got them 4-star flags a waving.
Al, at the risk of taking this movie too seriously, do they
Okay.
ever explain why the Martians have come to Earth?
I don't really think so. I just think they're intergalactic assholes.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
They're here for
They-
an intergalactic
they-
kegger.
It's an intergalactic kegger for them,
They
right?
do it because they can.
Because you could honestly make a case that they're just coming to take over our planet because it's a, better damn planet.
Yeah.
It's got atmosphere.
Wolfie's saying that Elijah Dushku cracked 3 or 13 ribs during the Harrier jet shooting. I'm hoping it's just 3 because you break 13 ribs, that's bad.
I had heard someone got injured. I didn't know it was her, but then again, like I said, I didn't remember she was in it.
Yeah.
Who cracked the ribs?
Elijah Dushku in True Lies. Remember the Harrier scene?
Oh yeah.
He's also talking about call Will Smith to welcome to Earth these Martians. And the thing is, this film came out the same year Independence Day did. So it kind of,
Yeah, there's definitely a parallel there. It's too late now. The scene has already passed, but the people that were watching on TV, out the window across the street, you could see a red house with white highlights. I swear to goodness, I thought for sure it was the house from Charmed. And knowing, how they catch some of these scenes, it could very well have been. You're right. This is very similar to Independence Day too.
Yeah.
Ugh, all that dust.
I love the effect of how they did the Martians. It's just kind of that surreal.
I love that landing gear effect, but when you consider how much room that would have to take up inside their ship, where the hell is the engine?
Well, advanced civilization, the engine could be the size of a walnut.
Wolfie, I had kind of come to that conclusion too, that this is a remake of Earth versus the Flying Saucers, and they're just here to conquer the Earth.
Yeah.
It does look like a hubcap. So both her and her husband are news reporters?
Boyfriend.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think he was a husband. Or he liked her. I don't know, but really if she was that into it.
Love the robe.
So is this some kind of CG?
It is computer animated, but they wanted it to kind of have a stop action.
Yeah, I can see it.
Feel to it, because they originally wanted to do stop action, but they just didn't have.
They didn't have access to Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah.
until he started shooting people up.
That's funny to them.
Yeah.
Now he's making a circle. It's like, dude, get the translator working.
Well, oh boy.
Like Rod Steiger's like, these liberal, I heard Jeff Dunham used the eyeballs for his
for Ahmed.
yeah, Ahmed, the dead terrorist.
And that guy just happened to have a dove. It's gonna poop on somebody's head.
Nah. Hey, you know, at least they didn't
Ooh.
put a worm in your ear and, you know, turn you into a robot.
You go quick.
That's not peaceful.
Just keep in mind, this is not an attack. This is a peaceful protest.
Yeah, Martian lives matter.
Martian lives matter.
Martian lives matter. That's right.
MLM.
Okay, that one soldier almost shot him in the leg.
Was that Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru in that Jeep? What's awesome is they're killing people with super soakers.
I know. I love those old retro toy look.
Yeah.
I want to know why those bones were red.
The bones end up red or green because it was supposed to come out at Christmas time. It's just a weird choice they made.
Wolfie said, I felt bad for Colonel Colin Powell.
Well, he was a general. He was a 4-star general. Whoops. I love how the dog takes the hand. Like, yum, a snack.
Well, that hippie just got red pilled.
Let's not be too rash.
You know what? This is just the way, you know. Yeah, no kidding.
I like how the general points to the wife, like, listen to her, listen to her.
Yep. She's right. Let's do it. Wolf was not a happy kid during this scene.
I don't know. I mean, this is the way politicians think, right? I mean, scares the hell out of me that we have some of the stupidest people running our countries. They know that.
In his underwear.
Yeah, I like how they're like little naked in their little Martian speedos.
And no nipples.
Playing with the pieces of people. I like that.
Playboy.
They're laughing.
We have nothing to fear from them.
That was creepy.
Right?
I know.
Boy, that's a hat, all right. Hello. The Martians have attacked. Roll credits. Wow.
It's kind of pessimistic all of a sudden.
That's kind of ding dong liberal.
Yeah. We deserve this. We
Yeah.
are bad people.
The Sphinx?
It's green jello.
It is green. Hey, look, wasn't that Jabba's hookah pipe?
Might have been. You never know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, can we say that's an improvement? Ooh,
I was
bummer.
kind of thinking that. I wasn't going to say it outright, but I'm glad you did, because then I can just agree with you.
Yeah.
It would be rude not to agree with the host on his own show. So,
Well, just saying.
It's a 21 gun salute. Yeah, you're gonna hear gunfire. They all jump like they're not expecting it.
I got to say, to get the same kind of graphics on a home system back then as you did at the arcade, that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, you get all the human. They actually, in the original, in the script, they had a lot more like subplots with people. They severely. I think they had a cast of 60 planned, but they cut it down to 23.
See, that's the kind of thing where you kind of wish they'd filmed it all and then just done like a 3-disc, special edition thing.
Yeah.
You know what a politician would say, though. You bet. And if it turns out it happens again, so we lose Congress.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, if they came and blew up Capitol Hill, most people in America would say, "Thank you, our alien saviors."
Hey, Big Al, when did this movie come out?
96.
Okay. Michael J. Fox, because Troy was talking about this earlier about if his Parkinson's around. He was actually diagnosed with Parkinson's in 1991.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he
Public
was.
in 98 with it.
Yep. So
He was suffering.
probably
some
was,
effects,
yeah.
You can kind of tell he has this kind
Yeah.
of twitch, this little
Yep.
twitch.
Exactly. You think?
Yeah, what's that concept? Designated survivor.
Yep.
I love these little fellas.
They're all ducking. Like, what the heck, man?
Good night, Dr. Fossey.
Yeah, there you go.
You're firing on the Capitol building. Oh, spaceship.
I love that. They blew up Congress. Honestly, I would probably be saying the same thing.
A 50 cal will be nothing.
Useless. Maybe they don't like donuts.
No. Everybody in the galaxy likes donuts. Even Klingons like donuts.
And prune juice.
Well, it's a warrior's drink.
They already have.
This is also a late 20th century, stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
There is no general who ever wanted to go to nukes first for anything ever.
Well, it makes for you gotta have that radical character.
Although I would say that in a circumstance like this, it might be warranted, right? And that ain't bad. Which actually is really good, considering that right now we have 0.
Well, I'm okay with Supreme Court.
Sure, when they won't do anything and won't take up a case, they can't screw it up.
I tried to, and a friend of mine, what was I had lost my train of thought there. I got derailed.
Where does she think she's going?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, Buddha ought to help you.
Packing that into your Chanel bag, sure.
That's a good point.
Or maybe that was Louis Vuitton bags. I'd have to see the logo again.
Oh, they do have a problem with birds.
I like the fact he has no body, but he can still twist his head.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing.
It's so freaky. Having the head on the dog and then scratching. God, it's so Futurama looking.
Right?
He to put his head in a jar.
And boy, now seeing her, I'm getting this whole Frankenweenie thing going.
Yeah. I love that the first thing they start doing is flirting. Not, oh my God, what happened to us? Oh no, this is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, I've always loved watching you on television.
Here we go.
Her movements are just so exquisite.
I'm waiting for her to break out in song.
I love this music.
And the cool thing is, like, that's really her doing those movements. That's not like an assisted thing. She learned to walk that way.
You wouldn't believe the pressure of this bra.
You're a sleaze.
Remember what I said about DC earlier. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
We must be cautious. Always have to say that part after that line. Look, man, woo, she poke your eyes out with them things.
Right? Wow, that's some hair.
Mm-hmm.
What, you didn't notice the bullet brush is wearing?
That was the first thing I noticed.
Dude.
Let me show you the bat cave.
I was just thinking that.
I know. And she's chewing the gum. That's
Yep.
to help her breathe. Yeah. It's Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
There's little Dory is in there.
And there's little Dory in there. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Oh, nice. Thanks. I'm actually having a raspberry daiquiri. I'm actually on my second one.
Oh, you got a raspberry daiquiri tonight?
Yeah. Left over from a couple weeks back.
We froze it.
It was, yeah, and it kept nice. You're right. Her movements are just genius.
Yeah. It's so fluid.
Oh, Martini.
Makes you wonder how many hookers have been in there.
I know.
Ew.
Oh. Oh,
Ew.
no, 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 no. Oh,
There it goes.
Well, what was he doing sticking his fingers in her mouth to begin with?
I agree with you. I don't disagree. Hashtag Martians too. Ew.
She needs to fix her face.
Very Beastmaster. The eye in the ring.
And the weird music that goes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of
Oh,
makes
that-
sense. Yeah.
Whoop. But I love the theremin effect. I've always loved the theremin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, nothing says old timey sci-fi like a theremin.
Oh.
Oh, hey, you got to give credit to the Prez jumping in action.
Right?
Here's Johnny.
Right. That's the way you do it. Ew. She slimed me.
Hey, I wish they would show a translation.
I kind of get the idea.
Yeah.
They can't translate it, otherwise it would blow the rating.
Yeah, they wanted to kind of be oblivious. I think they had mentioned possibly doing the translation of it, but they decided against it. I love this big robot thing.
It's a transformer.
I love how he makes these very, obvious, observations and then comes to ridiculous conclusions about them.
Oh, we're screwed.
We already killed everyone in the building, but now we're going to blow it up just because it'll be fun. And this, children, is America's Wang.
Boop. They destroyed America's penis.
Yep. Yeah, fall over on the kids, damn it.
I love that. It's aiming it. I just love the fact that they're just like playing with them.
Get to the underground bunker, President.
There's a tour going on there. Whoops.
Oh, crud.
Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew.
Alexa, pew, pew.
Like forged with fire. It will kill.
You know, I commented on the ships being like the Dalek ships, but their death effect is pretty much the same as the Daleks too.
You forgot your kid. They've been practicing enough.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, sport.
I love this. What are you talking about? Get the president out of here.
Yeah, you gotta give those kids credit, man. They take over.
Rockaboola. You may not have 5 more minutes.
Hey, that's Rance Howard. I like Rance Howard. Ron and Clint's daddy.
Then again, dun, 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 dun. That's actually a clever bit of cinematography because you see the big globe coming at him. You know it's gonna roll over him, and when you see it falling out the window, you know he's squashed.
Hey, Tom Jones.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
I grew up with him.
Yeah, he was English. Well, actually, still is.
No,
Yeah.
he used to be the Tom Jones show way back
Yeah,
when I was
yeah.
a kid.
Tom, I've always loved Tom Jones,
I wanna die.
or as he is now, Sir Tom Jones.
Did they knight him seriously? Oh,
Yeah,
my
he is
gosh.
Sir Tom Jones now.
That's because the line's gone dead. That's how phones work.
Okay, how did the kids get from the White House to home?
They must live in D.C.
You're talking about him being what's his name? Christopher Guest is a baron. I didn't know that.
Your husband Art? No, he's dead.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Ah, wow, those are some outfits.
You're kicking off King Tut there.
Boom.
Better take Cleopatra with you.
Right?
No reason, just cause.
Because she overheard the plan, you can't leave her behind now.
Right. Ah,
We're your friends.
Was he stealing a TV?
no, not Donut World. Although I gotta tell you, you can smell the donuts for miles around after that. The silver bullets. Well,
They ain't getting the TV. Really, that's the thing you're worried about. They ain't getting the TV.
whatever. As long as she kills Martians, right? What's he calling to say he wants to surrender?
We surrender. Actually, that would have been bonjour.
Of course you have. You dumbass.
Set up. And there goes the Eiffel Tower.
Mon Dieu.
Actually, I would have said mid.
Man, yeah. I remember the first time I ever heard that word was in 9 to 5.
Evelyn, yes, I know he's Welsh. Same island. Just like how they say Sicilians are Italian.
Well, he's OBE, or the British Empire.
Now it's time for nukes.
Yes, just sign it. He's got that look like, oh, I haven't done that already?
The world is screwed now.
Well, and see, that's just it, right? This is one of the things Dr. Stephen Hawking once said. If an alien race is going to make it, to our planet, traveling light years, chances are we don't have any weapons that are going to stop them.
Okay, we saw his wife get killed. We saw his daughters kind of stand in the hallway, but we didn't see if anything happened to her.
You know what would be really funny is if that little dude. I was gonna say is still there. Didn't get blowed up.
I love this. This is like this is one of my favorite parts.
What the hell was that? Well, F you very much. Hey, look, Big Band Parliament. Kaboom.
Boom. Oh, this is cool too.
Yeah.
Take a picture. Say ack.
There
There goes Easter Island.
They're such assholes. I love it.
Yeah, that pretty much firms it up. They're just there to screw around.
Yep. We could. It's like we've been sitting underground in Mars for years, and we were bored. Let's go piss
What
off.
the heck is this? Oh, I see. They're watching TV.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Just a good old boys. And we're staying alive, staying alive.
I like the little windshield wipers.
Perverts. At least he cares about Grandma.
Right.
Apparently,
Screw
parents
you
don't.
and your television. Yeah, it's a great big robot. I'm going to pick up your trailer.
It ignores all the other trailers except for that one.
Don't worry, they're all going to get blown up eventually.
Boom.
Seriously, guys? Stop arguing.
Okay, bye.
They're coming
like
to get
him.
you, Barbara.
I would love to visit that grave. What do they call it? Like a sign graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a museum. It's like kind of a museum, but it's where the old things go to die.
Oh, gosh. Kill him, kill him, kill him now. Kill him, kill him, kill him.
Kill all the lawyers.
Here, stick, stupid.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh.
My goodness.
One thing you got to say about the Martians, not only are they great engineers, but they must be pretty damn good pilots. Because if I was in charge of trying to fly that thing, you better believe that robot would have flattened,
You'd be flat
right
on your
flat on its freaking face.
You'd be like hopping on one leg. You wouldn't know how to steer it.
She just listened to her music.
Wait, come here. Check this out, guys. Yeah, that's basically what I would have done right from the beginning there.
Is that a little overkill, guys?
I mean, and they put it right up to her head. That's the crazy part.
Yodeling makes them explode.
Calling you.
I think just got
No kidding. She's not wrong.
Hiding behind those clocks is not going to help them. Now shoot the two with the guns right in the head.
That's actually from one of the cards that I saw. They had a shrinking ray. Ew.
Oh. Kind of shame that one got killed. I liked him.
Nice little speech.
Yep. That's actually kind of true.
Now they're just presuming they're from Mars.
Well, I think they saw them coming from that general direction.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and they may have translated that they were from Mars. Mm-hmm. Well, would a Martian actually call Mars Mars?
No, but it would
or
translate as Mars, right?
Or themselves a Martian.
Yeah, no, that's how it would translate, though.
Why can't we just get along? Oh, he made the Martian alien cry.
And therefore he must die. And he's dead.
Now, I wanted to mention when they were doing the film, they did not want them to kill Jack Nicholson's character.
Oh,
Tim Burton fought against it and said, "Well, he's playing two characters. I'm going to kill him twice." Oop.
wow, that is a great outfit she's wearing.
That it is.
Well, if I had a body like that, I could wear something like that too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's better to not wear anything at all. Just saying. Coobs.
But it doesn't work like that. It's not like they're just broadcasting out into.
Well, if they happen to be monitoring the radio,
Yeah, monitoring the stations. And...
We did see they were watching the Dukes of Hazzard.
It's like those computers that they have in some of these movies where they just happen to work.
Oh yeah, like in Independence Day, where all he's got to do is hack into the alien computer with an Apple computer, and it works.
Who was playing Cleopatra?
I don't know.
I gotta look.
But wow.
But yeah, she's yeah.
I'm the heavyweight champion in the world.
Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Praying in a foreign language is what the subtitle just said.
Oh.
And Tom Jones just happens to know how to fly a plane.
Boy, he's kind of kicking the crap out of him.
Yep.
Well, he is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Wow. Ugh. Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
And
I
then
just,
you're
like,
unloading.
I just love how it explodes in the
Yeah.
in the helmets.
I would be picking up their weapons since they're very effective.
Yeah. Well, our weapons are effective against them personally.
That's the Hilton, isn't it? Well, it
Not
was.
anymore.
That's where the Star Trek experience had been. Oh, no, insurance is not going to cover that.
Big rings is my hero. My brain vibrating. Boof.
You realize they are going to die now.
Yeah.
There goes her head.
Talk about not being very well attached. I love the dog girl taking on the Martian.
Was her name Natalie? I hope so, because otherwise
Yeah.
that would really suck.
It was Natalie. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Pretty sunset.
Yeah. All the Martians are dead. A whole bunch of assholes died. Ultimately, nothing of importance was lost.
And the Earth renews itself.
Heck, those deer didn't even notice anything happened. Except, like, what the hell are you doing in my backyard?
And there's a dove that just happened to land on her hand. And now you can tell it's totally fake. Not dead yet.
Bring out your dead Martians.
So she survived.
Okay, this is what would have happened if the if the attack on the Capitol had actually succeeded back in January.
Where'd she find those in the rubble?
Yeah, right? Couldn't be here today because, you know, they're dead. Buy war bonds.
Yeah. For the 5 people who are left.
Yeah.
I like to see the mariachi band do the 3 amigos salute.
Right?
Do, huh.
Just because of her bad taste in music.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't Ving Rhames. Jim Brown.
You weirdo.
Oh, God. Sure you don't want to talk about intersectionalism while you're at it?
And if I did, she'd probably be dead now. It's like, Get in there, start cleaning up.
Oh.
Yeah, feeling they're missing the whole front end of their house. Ew.
Yep. Yep, you're right. They're missing the whole front side of their house.
Yep. Squish.
Yes!
It's like I made it home to my ex-wife and kids.
The champ lives. Yep, you're right, Wolfie. Jim Brown is the man. You don't mess with him.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Is he gonna start singing now?
Of course he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, of course he has to. Dun, 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 dun.
I like how the bird's dancing.
That was a woodpecker. To be loved by anyone.
You want to be loved by anyone.
Do the Carlton.
With anyone. When I see you hanging about with anyone.
I actually have like the greatest hits of Tom Jones CD.
Wanna die.
I love his stuff.
By chance, does it happen to have his cover of Kiss on it?
Yes, it does.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Hey, at least it's not William Shatner singing it.
Oh God! Yeah, no, you're right there. I could actually listen to Tom Jones's version of it.
Pam Grier tells me that. Wait, Wolfie's like, if Pam Grier tells me to clean my room, I'll do it. I'd do it too.
I'd clean my room. I'd clean her room. I'd clean all the rooms.
I'd clean anything she wants me to clean.
I'd even dirty up a few rooms so I could clean them.
Great movie. I just like this movie. This
Good choice.
Martians being assholes, and and we got another one in 2 weeks where the Martians are kind of sort of assholes.
This is again one of those movies that, in my opinion, is why these Saturday nights work so well. Is a lot of movies that they're rewatches, right? We've all seen them before, but it's been so long, we've forgotten so much, and you forget how much you enjoy some of these.
Yeah, and like I said, you get to watch it with people that you haven't watched the movie with before, and kind of joke around about it.
Have a few drinks, get a little silly.
Well, if you're gonna clean the house for Miss Greer there, just imagine how much more you're gonna do for your wife.
I'd be happy to. You got something you want me to do, I'll do it. But you know what I'm doing every minute of the day.
A little look behind.
No, seriously.
Bocelli lifestyle.
She's joking around because she'll be the first one to tell you how busy we are. I'm really starting to pull back from a lot of stuff. I told and I don't know if anybody's talked about this, but I'm kind of pulling out of the Cultural Fortress on Tuesdays, and I'm going to have to tell Matthew Flynn. By the way, Matthew Flynn's channel tomorrow. Me, and Netter will be talking about Ben 10 Alien Force tomorrow morning. But I'm going to tell him I got to start limiting that because, I mean, between going back to work, and the lockdowns being loosened up and stuff, we're starting to get out, we're starting to do stuff, and we got stuff we got to do. So if I'm gonna be doing some stuff that Netter wants me to do, I need the time to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I know what you're saying.
Saturday is a late night, and then we're up in the morning for Matthew Flynn's show.
Well, that's chill. But what I was telling Matchstick, and I mean, when was the last time I put up anything on Cartan's channel? Right? I need time to, if I'm going to film something, I need to be able to put on all that makeup and stuff and film it and edit it and all that kind of stuff. And there just aren't enough days in the week if I'm going to be doing all these streams and work a full-time job.
I love looking at like the down credits with like Doctor Number 1, Doctor
Hippie,
Number 2.
Josh Weinstein.
Poppy was Poppy.
Poppy
Oh,
did
yeah.
Poppy. The various Martian voices were Frank Welker. Yeah.
Oh, the Pina Colada song. How I hate that song.
I love that song.
I like that song.
You listen to the words of it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's very very skeezy.
It is.
Well,
it really
yeah.
is.
I mean, you got a guy looking to get out of a relationship. Then you find out that the girl wants to get out of a relationship. And it's like, why didn't the two of you just talk to one another?
Oh, I didn't know you like pina coladas. Let's get back together again. No, I was going to have an affair. You were going to have an affair. But because we both like pina coladas, we're going to come back together again? I don't think so.
Pina colada is a powerful drink to be able to bring people together. Like
honestly,
that,
you may have a point there, Al, because we're talking about the same amount of rum that's in a daiquiri, and I'm pretty well to the wind right now.
I'm sure you are.
And I have given him some other stuff to drink besides that.
And that, my friends, is Mars Attacks. Just
Mars
a lot of fun. And yes,
stop. I don't want to watch Jim Carrey now. I couldn't handle that. My head would just explode.
And like I said, in 2 weeks from tonight, we will be watching the 1956, I think. I forget the year. War of the Worlds, starring Gene Barry. That'll be a lot of fun. And one of the great 50s sci-fis, and one half of the greatest double feature I have ever experienced in my life.
And what was the other one, Al?
The original Star Wars at a drive-in on a beautiful night. Oh, God, one of the greatest nights.
I mean, I've seen War of the Worlds many times. The first time I saw it was here on WGN's Family Classics, hosted by Fraser Thomas. But Nanette and I actually did see it. In a way, we kind of saw it at a drive-in. Down at downtown Disney, they have this little diner where you sit in booths that are made up to look like the fronts of cars, like a 50s, like 50s cars and whatnot. And they play movies up at the front, and they played the Time Machine. Not the Time Machine, the Martian.
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Thank you.
Time Machine would be good too.
Time Machine, yeah.
George, that'd be a double George Powell.
Mm-hmm.
Always some good stuff. But okay, well, like I said, that's next. Like I said, I've got movies. I've extrapolated out the schedule. If we keep bouncing week to week to week, I've extrapolated out. I've got my stuff to September planned.
My gosh!
I've got.
What are they thematically related?
Every one of them is thematic. The only one that's a little in. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to stick with a certain film in. Is it July? Yeah, July. July actually is 3 rewatches for me.
What is the theme for July?
Summer Getaway.
Nice.
Let's just say things can Well, I'm gonna hold off because, like I said, July is
Can we
plus.
get a sneak peek of June so we can start thinking ahead?
Definitely June. June is a salute to 1977. Everyone knows that Star Wars was the biggest film
That's
of
right.
1977, and pretty much, all time up until, a certain point when some other films came out, when ticket prices were, went crazy. But
That's true.
the number 2 and 3 films of 1977 are going to be my rewatches, and that is Smokey and the Bandit
Yeah, I haven't seen
and
that.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And Age of Boomers are going to be joining us for that one. So that'll be a lot of fun, and I'm trying to get him on a one in August as well, possibly 2. Age Boomer is welcome anytime, but he is definitely. There's a couple films that he has mentioned. One of them being Close Encounters, and the other one is I'm working into August, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Cool.
More on that later. Like I said, everything's subject to change, but definitely start thinking. I'll announce more like probably the next rewatch. But yeah, for June, definitely get your copies of Smokey and the Bandit and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. There are several versions of Close Encounters. I'm really not 100% sure of the one I've got. So it's the one that's
I would like to throw something out there though, especially since Netter's on the stream right now. 1978, which is just a year off, was Animal House.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
We're in the A's, so it's possibly up there.
Oh, we definitely have it. I think we actually had 2 copies of it by accident.
Animal House.
I think so.
Animal House. Yep, absolutely.
Doo-doo.
I'll have to think about what maybe I'll do a rewatch on my Friday stream, because another 1977 film was or 1978 was the TV movie of Doctor Strange.
Oh God.
Huh?
We only have 1 copy of Animal House.
I said we had. I didn't say we still have. Yeah. But at one time we did have 2.
However, we have several copies of Alita Battle Angel.
Yes, we do, because I actually had planned to give them out as gifts.
Like I said, Evelyn was asking about the version of Close Encounters. I'm not really sure the version I've got offhand.
Multiple versions?
There was a special edition, and there's like another edition. There's like 3. The one I have is 2 hours, 17 minutes, 14 seconds. I'll try to figure out which one it is, but I think the differences are so subtle. The special edition has scenes in the inside of the spaceship at the end when he's taken aboard, and Spielberg didn't like that. He likes the mystery of it left, so he actually then took it out in a third version. So it's like, okay, so I've got whatever version I've got. I'm not really sure, but it's so really subtle, and most of it's at the end that I don't think it's going to matter if you've got the one with like the inside look. Great, yeah. But most of the film I think follows the same theme basically. I think the ending is where there's a lot of changes at. But that'll be a lot of fun. And next week on Netter's Network, I hear there's another little alien theme coming. Alien Nation.
Yep. Alien Nation. Yep.
Yep.
And that's with James Caan and Mandy Patinkin, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Is that the one where the aliens drink the sour milk?
Yep. Yep. Sour milk has an alcoholic type effect on them. Exactly.
Yeah, I have not seen that film in a long time. And see, when I think of Alien Nation, I think of Gary Graham and Eric Pierpoint.
I do think of that too. But I originally saw a preview of Alien Nation at the Chicago Theater downtown. I got 2 tickets at a Star Trek convention A guy was walking around in an Alien Nation mask handing out, these free passes.
Oh, cool.
And my mom took me. She's like, "Oh, yeah." She was a big fan of oh, I'm forgetting the actor's name. Not Mandy Patinkin, the other guy.
James
Caan.
Caan.
She's a huge James Caan fan. And she was a little more graphic about how much of a fan she was of his than I really wanted to ever know about my mother. So I was like, "Yeah, cool, Ma. Yeah, let's go see this movie." And she really enjoyed it. So I literally got to see it before it was released.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I think I've only ever seen one film before its release, and that was something I found online. And technically, it was released in England and got online before it was released in America. And it was an obscure horror film, so it's no biggie. But yeah, that's
so.
cool.
In other words, it's a movie that we probably didn't even see anyway, right?
Probably wouldn't have seen. And it's fairly recent, so I don't even remember the name of it. But let's just say tomorrow night, Geezers got some interesting stuff on tap. I'm assuming.
Oh, absolutely, and a couple things to rant about. And gosh, I gotta tell you, we do try to keep it as positive as possible, but honestly, the stupidity out there is just flipping ridiculous. There's absolutely
sometimes
no
you just can't. Sometimes you can't be positive about a certain stuff. Like I was with Fan Man last night, and it's just some of that stuff. Some of the stuff out there is just no.
Although I will say this: if you make your show about ranting about things, they give you plenty of material. I mean, you really can't pass that stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff.
I mean, sometimes the comedy just flipping writes itself. It's just
So that'll be 9 o'clock.
That'll be 9 o'clock. But don't forget that 9 Central AM over on Matthew Flynn's channel, we'll be talking about Ben 10 Alien Force. Season 1, and then we got a bunch of stuff happening on Tuesday. I know that Wolf 10 has his Wolf 10 Media has his Wolf Rambles, Wolf 10 Rambles on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And Catholic Bible Geek, we are reading Leaf by Niggle, which is a Tolkien short story. We're going to be discussing that on the Catholic Bible Geek channel at 9 o'clock on Tuesday.
Okay. And Tuesday night over on Mr. Mastic's channel, of course, he has his Cultural Fortress, where he reminisces about some maybe slightly older franchises, games, films, TV shows that you might want to look into, that are highly recommended, that predate the social justice warrior taint of the modern day.
And of course, Sound of Graver Monday night, I'm sure, with another great stream. Yeah, lots of stuff. Just tune into the Professor Geek Facebook page and the YouTuber page that the net has for updates.
And those of you that can access it, check out the MeWe group too.
And the MeWe group, but like I said, Sound Graver's got her stuff. Second Cup Cafe next Thursday from Fan Man, and a Fan Man tonight, I believe next Friday. I think, of course, Professor's going to be having some stuff, and a lot of stuff out there to keep track of. Also, and since it is officially midnight, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day
to all the loving mothers out there. Nanette, I know you're a mother. Happy Mother's Day.
Well, depends on how you say that.
Evelyn Hampton, is Evelyn Hampton a mother?
Yes, she is.
Yes,
and of course, Melissa Harris. Happy Mother's Day. Anyone who's listening to this, mothers are the greatest. No one loves you like your mama.
Evelyn is saying that the Chinese rocket has landed. Or crashed, or whatever it was supposed to do.
The Chinese rocket has crashed.
Where? What's this and where? What?
22 minutes ago, Chinese rocket has re-entered the Earth's atmosphere, says Chinese Space Agency.
Oh, okay.
If anyone was following the news on that, I
didn't know this was even happening. So well.
Good to know other countries have a space program. Congratulations,
Yay.
China.
Well, a lot of them do. I mean, I thought China already had one. I thought they'd been on.
I don't know.
Stuff all over the place.
I just assumed they were, lighting kids on fire and shooting them into space. I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
But anyway, like I said, happy Mother's Day. Of course, my mama, love my mama. Happy Mother's Day. Everybody keep your mothers in your prayers. If they're with us, give them a hug. If they're not, give them a thought.
Yeah.
And do you guys have any last words?
Like always, I just want to thank everyone for being here, because without you, we wouldn't have a channel. We'd just be talking amongst ourselves. Yeah, we love you guys. You're like family to us.
And just for safety's sake, when I'm calling you.
Okay, my head's about to explode.
See how that works?
And I'm sure Troy's is too, with all the daiquiris.
Yeah, daiquiris, 2 daiquiris. Yeah.
So yeah, everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us, and have a great Mother's Day. God bless you.
Take care, all.